Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I'm Christine and today we have a foundation review. Haven't done one of these in a hot minute, but Colourpop just released the new pretty fresh hyaluronic hydrating foundation. I don't know if this is on their website yet. I know it's special released on Ulta Saturday night, and so I ordered it then. Just came today. Today is Wednesday. I got it in the shade 80W. Yeah, 80W. And let's see what it says about this on Ulta. It says, the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation is a hydrating foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage with a natural skin finish, infused with coconut water and hyaluronic acid for hydrated, luminous skin. The flexible formula provides undetectable medium to full coverage that lasts all day. This vegan foundation is dermatologist tested and oil-free, alcohol-free, and fragrance-free. Any of Colourpop's foundations before. I love their eyeshadow formula. Lipstick stuff is hit or miss. I did try the under-eye concealer. It did not work for me, but I know some people absolutely love it. But yeah, we're gonna see what we get into with this. I hope I got the right shade. Again, I'm horrible at matching my own shade. Pump with the standard 30 mils. It's kind of runny. I am going to do one side of my face with the with a Real Techniques blender, and the other side with just a generic, I think this is my Kroger brush, I believe. Although I will say lately brushes have not been doing so well for me. But we're going to try just to see. I did prime today with the Touch and Soul Prime Essence like I always do on my first day of foundation testing. Might be a little yellow for me. Maybe I should have gone neutral. We'll see. I just found that everything, shade matching just seems lately warm has been doing better for me. It's not too bad. It's not perfect. So far, it looks nice. It is very natural looking. Okay, let's see what the brush side does. A brush the other day and it just looked like garbage. I can't even remember what foundation I was using, but brushes used to just work terrific for me, but lately I go back and forth though. Next week I'm sure I'll be back to thinking brushes work best. Sometimes it's just easier if I have a clean brush and I don't have to get up to wet down a sponge. Yeah, you can see this is a little warm for me. I probably should have gone neutral. That's the problem with new foundations when you can't go in and test them. I don't think it's like super bad. I would not have a problem, wearing this out. I'm gonna take this down my neck here. Okay. actually don't see that much difference in either side. And I would definitely say this is medium coverage. Just, you know, right off the bat. Just kind of fuzzy. I think it's maybe just a little smoother. I go in with the sponge here. It looks really nice so far on my forehead and my wrinkles there. I have not been setting my powder lately, or setting with powder lately. So we'll see how that does. It feels pretty tacky. I'll put on the rest of my face and decide if I'm going to do that or not. But I will be back and let you know how that goes. Okay, I have done up all my face. I did not set anything except my under eyes, which are looking horrid. Nothing to do with the foundation. I've just had some really, really dry, like super dry, even for me, patches under my eyes lately. So what do I think? I still think it's a little too orange. I think it, you know, it's coming up a little too orange. Again, nothing that I can't work with. I definitely could not wear this during the winter, but I think during summer I can pull it off. Might be oxidizing a little bit, but you know, once I get my bronzer and blush on, it doesn't look quite as bad. Not that it looks bad, but I think it looks pretty good. I am just worried about how it's going to last, because it does still feel a little tacky. I did set it, I don't know why I've never tried this before, but I set it with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So we'll hope that combination all works out. And I will check in. It's 6 o'clock now. I'll probably check in about 6 hours, probably around midnight or so. We'll see. But yeah, that's where we are today, and I'll catch up with you later. All right, it's the end of day one, although you may notice my makeup looks completely different because technically it's the end of day two. Yesterday I had a massive headache. I took a muscle relaxer to help it, and it knocked me out for the rest of the night. So yeah, I couldn't really do a wear test yesterday. But today I put on, well, the makeup above the foundation may be different. Everything else below, I use the same primer. You know, I used the foundation, and I set it with the Morphe setting spray just like I did yesterday. So where are we? It's pretty worn off on my chin. I don't think I've really been wiping my chin too much today. I don't think I've been leaning on it too much either, but it's pretty gone. I mean, there's a lot of highlight because of highlight I used. I mean, it's very shiny because of that, but my blush, bronzer, and highlighter are still there. You know, it actually still feels a little tacky, and it's starting to wear off a little on my forehead. It is a very hot day, but for almost the entire day I've been in air conditioning, with the exception of just, like, you know, we went out once to grab some food at the drive-thru, and so from, you know, the house to the car. But, you know, I've pretty much been in air conditioning all day, although, you know, it's still a little warm, still a little sweaty, but I don't know. I mean, again, my under eyes just look like crud today. I don't know what I'm going to do about these under eyes, but that has nothing to do with the foundation. I don't feel that it's sinking really into my lines that much, although, like, when I tap it, actually pretty much my highlighter that's coming off. I guess I can see, yeah, I can see, if I tap it, I can see it coming off on my forehead, but not anywhere else if I do that. So I guess maybe just like T-zone, it's wearing off. Yeah, I guess so, around my nose. Yeah, I can see a bare patch there. Yeah, it is definitely, it's not doing well in the T-zone. So maybe tomorrow I'll try to set it lightly and see how that helps. Again, it's summer, it's warm, a lot of things don't play well. I don't hate this by any means, it's just not, you know, it's not perfect. I'm also still debating on the color. I don't know if I want to try, I mean, I could send it back and try another shade. I don't know, do you guys think it's too off my natural shade? It's also only $16, so if I really liked it, I think this could do, this definitely wouldn't do winter, but I guess if I really liked it for $16, I could buy a cooler shade for winter, but we'll just see how that goes later. So tomorrow I'll try a different, what do you call this stuff? Primer. I'll try a different primer. I'll just try a different face. Maybe that'll be better. I'll try a different primer and we'll try setting it and see how that goes. So okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Hi guys. Please disregard the fact that I look like a hot mess right now. I have a migraine coming on and I can feel it. And I actually haven't filmed for a whole week because I've been having migraines all week. Went to the emergency room last night, thought they were all done, and I can feel it coming back pretty bad. So I'm trying to get this filmed real quick before it hits hard. So this is, I finally got to do like a real day 2 test for the Colourpop. I used this milk hydro, this is the what's it called, grip primer. That's the word I'm looking for, grip primer. And I did set my entire face with the Becca Hydro Mist, although it doesn't do that cooling thing anymore. I don't know if it's just too old now, but it still works as a setting powder. It was not outside at all today. So, you know, I haven't tested it really. I mean, it has been hot, but I've been in air conditioning all day. Didn't take a nap, but I have been kind of rubbing my face quite a bit because I forgot that I had makeup on. It's been, literally has been a week since makeup's touched my face, and I've been doing a lot of eye rubbing and stuff because my head hurts so much. So let's look and see what we've got. I should say, oh, what is it? It's about 2 a.m. So I have had this on for about 7 hours. I just couldn't wait any longer. I actually feel that it looks better today than it did the first day I wore it. And I don't know if that's because I set it with powder or if it's because the Hydro, you know what I didn't do today? I didn't use any kind of setting mist. So that's one thing. You know, I mean, not that that would affect how it looked when I first put it on, but it would change possibly how long it would last. Speaking of that, I think it's worn a little bit off of my chin, but I can still really see my blush, bronzer, and highlight. It looks pretty matte right now, and I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the powder, but I definitely do think this works, or this, I think this looks a lot better than it did yesterday, and or not yesterday, but the last time I wore it, and so I'm liking it better. Feeling a little better about the shade. I don't know if it's, I don't know why. There's nothing different. I haven't gotten any tanner or anything like that, but I don't feel like it oxidized or anything. So yeah, tomorrow or whenever I'm feeling good enough to do my final day, I don't know what kind of primer I'll use, but you know what? Let's pick one out now. I don't know. I don't know what kind of primer I'll use, but I'll use some kind of primer on it next time, and we'll take it from there and see how it goes. Alright, see you next day. Okay, so I finally made it to day 3 of the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation Wear Test. And so what do I think? Well, today I primed with the Tarte Quench, I guess it's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Quench Hydrating Primer. I just got a sample of that, and I set it with the Too Faced Peach Blur setting powder, and I did use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. We are at about 9 hours in, and I'm gonna be very honest, I slept. I'm still kind of borderline with the headaches, so yeah, I did sleep on it. So I can definitely see a lot more that wore off around here. But in the places where I wasn't actively sleeping, I can still see my blush and my highlighter. I can definitely still see. Don't think it's really settling into wrinkles there. My under eye is just a mess, just for other reasons. My chin is not too bad. I will say, I think this is definitely a foundation that needs setting. I had much better success both days. Granted, did not go outside either day. I'm not even sure I went out the first day, but I definitely, that first day, I definitely feel like it was transferring a whole lot. I think it works really well when it's set. I never did feel that it was dry though, even when I did use powder. The day that it worked the best was when I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Becca, sorry for blinding you there, the Becca setting powder. Those were the days that I really do think it worked the best, and when I continue to use this, I will probably use it with those two things. So overall, what do I think? I think it's pretty good for $16. If this were a $40 foundation, I would probably be a little irritated. Just for the fact that, I needed to set it, and I really haven't been liking setting stuff lately. I really like things that I can just wear naturally. But it did look nice when set. It didn't cake up or anything like that. Transferring, if you set it, it doesn't transfer too much. The second day I wore it, it didn't transfer at all. Again, today I had the caveat where I was sleeping, so yes, more is going to transfer. It didn't settle into lines. I think it looks, it is a very naturally kind of finish. If you, a little bit on the dewy side, I don't know. I'm going to say it's a natural finish. So it does go down a little more matte when you have to set it. And that's something to keep in mind, because if you're not looking for a matte finish, at least for me, I couldn't get away with the way it looked without setting it. Yeah, so this is a solid product. I think I finally got used to the color. I don't think I'll be able to wear it during the winter. You can see I'm wearing a very scoop neck thing here off the shoulder. And actually in natural light, it doesn't look quite as different. I guess not right now, it doesn't look too different. Maybe just when I put it on, it just feels that way to me. But yeah, I would recommend it. If you're looking for a good kind of mid-range and you wanted to try Colourpop foundation, I think this is a pretty decent one. Alright, let me know if you have any other foundations you would like me to try out. I haven't really heard of anything new coming out, so I feel like last year this time we just had billions of foundations coming out. So let me know if anything you've heard that is new, and I'll give it a try. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.